To you, Katrina.
All right, thank you very much, Brian. Well, joining us this morning, we have Kevin Conlon here from Conlon and Company, local CPA. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Good morning.
Sure. We are talking today about some new things that people should keep in mind when they're getting their 2009 taxes together. And now that we're in the new year, people are starting to gather up their items, aren't they?
Oh, yes. This is the best time of year to get your data, summarize your checkbook, wait for the mail. The mail delivers one piece of tax documents at a time.
Yeah. So get it all together and get organized. One thing we want to talk about is this new car sales tax credit. And we did hear a little bit about this. The government trying to help people buy cars this past year. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what people need to know?
This was a tremendous program. It allows individuals to deduct the sales tax that they've paid on their purchase of a vehicle up to the cost of $49,500.
Okay. And this was something that you had to have bought it within a certain time period in 2009.
Yes, right? The dates were February 17th, 2009 to December 31.
Okay, and what do people need to have in terms of documentation if they want to take advantage of this?
They just basically need to have the receipt for the purchase of the vehicle, motor vehicle, motorcycle, SUV, with the sales tax.
Okay.
That's basically all they need. They don't need to submit any documentation. They just need to have.
And is this something that people have to be within a certain income level in order to take advantage of?
Yes, this particular deduction phases out for incomes over $250,000 if you're a joint filer.
Okay.
$125,000 if you're single.
Okay, and you can only take advantage of it once, right? You can't use it on multiple cars, or can you?
Oh no, you can use it on multiple vehicles. So you could have purchased more than one vehicle during the year and claim this deduction. It's a really good deduction.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's one thing that I really wanted to mention to you, it is available to both itemizers and people who don't itemize.
Oh, okay. So if you do the short form, you can take advantage too.
You can still take advantage of it. It's called an above the line deduction.
Oh, okay.
So it's available to everybody.
All right. Good to know. Well, let's talk about another one now. This is the residential energy credit. This was something that actually vanished in 2008, but it came back in 2009?
Yes, these things come and go. It's been reinstated for 2009. The standards are a little bit more stringent on some of the manufacturers on what qualifies and what doesn't qualify for energy efficiency.
But bottom line is anything, if it meets the requirements, something that you've done to your home that makes it more energy efficient.
Correct. And they allow you to deduct or take a credit for 30% of the cost of that item, not including labor costs.
Okay.
And the credit's capped off at $1,500.
So could you take advantage of more than one thing? Say you got a new furnace and you got, all new kitchen appliances and they were all energy efficient. Would you be able to deduct on each of those or just one time?
The cap would be the $1,500 of the total cost.
So as much as you can fit in there, up to $1,500.
Yes.
Okay. And in terms of documentation, what would you need for this?
On this documentation, you won't need to submit anything to the Internal Revenue Service, but you will be required to maintain for your records the manufacturer certification to provide that with the appliances or the windows or doors or whatever you're installing. And a lot of this is also available on their company websites at times.
So you can check that if you have more questions.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. We want to get your questions. If you have questions for any of the guests who come on our show, you can always email those in to us at newsroom@wroctv.com.